I contacted Anthony Pepe because I'd had previous dealings with an estate agent who works there. His name is Martin Arlington, and I dealt with Martin for about 3 years prior to this recent transaction. Well, Martin had always found me very good tenants and was always very attentive and courteous. He also went the extra mile. So when he was, for example, when he was showing people around the flat, he would think nothing of staying on past his working hours in order to fit in another couple of show rounds. He was very good, Martin was very good at dealing with me by email and by phone, and gave me some excellent advice. He also had some great contacts in terms of maintenance of the property. I had no hesitation in choosing Anthony Pepe for this particular let. It's a competitive market, and I had lots of choices in the local area, but I felt that their terms and conditions were very favourable to landlords, very fair, and I was generally happy with I felt the integrity and the honesty of their operation. I wouldn't be very keen if I felt that an agent was just interested in any tenant. It had to be the right kind of person, and I felt that Anthony Pepe paid attention to my, you might say, my wish list. On top of that, I think they do need to know the property, and they need to understand how the flat works, what the infrastructure is. They need to take on board things like potential problems, maintenance issues, the costs involved. They need to advise the tenants what they're letting themselves in for. And I felt Anthony Pepe had a very good handle on all of that. They really do know the market. My property is in a very, very prestigious development in the Highbury area. And I've been very satisfied with the tenants that they found me. We're talking about a field that is not always publicly recognised as having great standards and high values, but I think Anthony Pepe does, and that's the kind of agency I will always choose over the ones that perhaps have the more easily recognised brand. But at the end of the day, it's all about service, and I find as a landlord that's the kind of operation I'm interested in, and I would happily pay for that a little bit extra. But in fact, their terms are very reasonable.